Dover area, heading up Route 1, beginning of May. That can only mean one thing. Spring trip 2018 has begun, and we are headed up the mountains for about a week. It's Tuesday. We'll be back, coming back the following Monday. We'll be picking Syntax up in just a few minutes. Alright, I think we're ready. You got your phone?
Yep. No, of course not.
What we got to do this trip?
I think there's a few projects. I know every year I come up for several years now. My deer stand seems to be pitched forward a little bit more.
A little bit more each year? Oh,
yeah.
So that's not good.
To the point where I definitely am thankful for the safety belt last year.
All right.
So maybe we can jack that up a little bit. Mineral pit we usually hit every year. So I'm thinking maybe we'll just make it a nice classic fire pit.
Oh,
I don't know if there's any rocks around here.
Yeah, we might be able to find one or two. I think we want to hang the feeder up after we get done turkey hunting. Get that feeder up. I bought some more parts for the generator enclosure. We'll get that going.
That's like our main kind of
Yeah, that's the main thing, but it's nice and easy because it's right in front of the cabin there. Run some more extension cords so we have a couple more power outlets in the cabin. And have fun. Get a little stupid.
Yeah, it's possible.
Possible. I think we have enough with us. So, well, let's get on up the road.
All right.
I kind of went eclectic, I guess they call it, with the beer selection this year. I got a little bit of everything. And you can see it's quite a bit, but we're going to be here for a week. It's warm out. And like I've said before, your PSA, nothing with cars and driving and guns and all that other kind of stuff. So we just like to sit. We like to have some beverages. We like to have some, we got some rye this year. We got some really good bourbon. And we'll be showing that in a little bit. But got all kinds of stuff. As low as like spiked seltzer, the twisted tea, half and half. Great to be sitting on the deck. Beautiful afternoon, 70-something degree. Magic Hat, bar rooms. Mispillion. I actually know how to pronounce something for a chain. That's actually 5-6 miles from my house where they make this. As Steve likes to bring the Philly to the camp. Neshaminy Creek from Croydon. Imperial IPAs, 9.5%. So you better know what you're doing when you drink some of those guys. Another Neshaminy Creek. These are 6.5. This is probably comparable to your Dogfish. Speaking of Dogfish, 90 Minute all the way over here. Or Techno, little sequential. That's the black lime and sea salt. So first thing, well, let's get some of this on ice. Got a new cooler this year for Christmas. For somehow I must have had a premonition. It's an Igloo Sportsman. Not that other brand that's having some difficulty right now. Hey Yeti, hold my beer. Inside, we got some real good stuff for the week. We're going to have a half of chickens tomorrow each. Kansas City strips. They're going to be smoked and then seared on the grill. But for right now, we made our stop at Wawa for tonight. Got some subs. We're going to go put them on the grill. We're going to toast them up a little bit. Have a nice beverage. Don't have to worry about the bears. And Billy sticker for you Phillies fans. About 7 o'clock or so, did a few calls off the deck. We heard a turkey in 2 spots. I did a call, and then another one about an hour later. We had it straight behind me, then we had it over this way. So we're not sure if it's the same one, but it's close. We're probably within 200 yards. So we're just gonna kind of take it easy, lay low, and then go after him in the morning. Eric sent me a game cam pic from his wireless camera and has a picture, and here it is. It has a nice beard, maybe 8 inches or so. We'll go back and have a beer or maybe another beverage, and we'll catch you in the morning.
if you can see them, you can shoot them. I mean, if they're coming this way, you want to wait till it gets a little closer. But, you can only see 30, 35 yards out there, and that gun will go that far.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's hens and at least one tom over there, if not more. See if we can get them to come this way. Oh yeah, there's maybe 3 of them. Trying to call them away from them hens and stuff. They don't want to leave. I can't believe we can't see them.
Mm.
Well, that certainly didn't turn out like we thought it was going to turn out when we were hearing absolutely nothing by the time we got to Eric's stand. All of a sudden, I kind of asked Sean, I said, "Did you hear something?" And it's like, and I think he might have been stepping on a branch kind of thing, and he didn't quite hear it. And we just stayed quiet, and all of a sudden we could just hear some stuff off in the distance. And it wasn't that far, but far enough. We tried to get up a little bit closer, which we did. We couldn't get any closer than that. Couldn't get a decoy out, I think, without them seeing us. What the problem was is they were up the hill, we were sort of down the hill, so we kind of went up to kind of meet them a little bit, but we couldn't go any farther and get a decoy out, or they definitely would have seen us. So we did a no decoy. We definitely heard them, as you could hear on the camera. I'm sure there was 3 of them over there, two toms and a jake. I'm pretty sure there was. Did see a gobbler, saw his head. He was about 45 to 50 yards. We were just about ready to try to make a shot, but it was a little bit over the line of the ethical type thing, so we held off, and then he kind of turned around and went back the other way. So it was crazy. We heard nothing, and then all of a sudden they were on top of us, gobbling like crazy. I don't know if we just happened to be coming from one direction, they happened to come from another, and we met up. So we're over here with the percolator. It's a Farberware Yosemite 40s, 50s, 60s coffee, and I'm sure before that. Turns out pretty nice. A little bitch slap to wake us up. Give us a little bitch slap after not being able to connect with those turkeys. And that was, the safety was off, but they just wouldn't come that extra 5 to 10 yards, 15 yards to make the clean, ethical shot. We're just gonna take our coffee, sit down on the deck. Maybe they'll start gobbling again on us. Got a little bit farther on the enclosure. Have a spot on this side where we can run our cord through and put the other side on. Have an opening right here where a fan is going to go. I think I'll take the back off because we're not quite set for all the exhaust, and the safe way to do it, well, making sure nothing catches on fire, the generator overheats. And clean some of this stuff up. We worked on the generator enclosure for a couple hours. They're very simple American dogs. Well, let's get all this stuff out before it rains tonight.
Yep.
At least out of the front gutters.
Steve,
back gutters may or may not get done. You guys get the hell in here.
I like that intro music. What you got? Some Gucci Gang?
Some fucking Meek Mill.
Oh, Meek Mill. Alright.
What's up?
How's it going?
Good, how are you? What's up? We wake up?
Almost.
Thought you might want to come up.
We're not live right now, are we? On camera?
Might be.
Alright, because this is for that asshole who hates this, alright?
Uh-oh. What do we got
What's
going on?
Yeah, some asshole hates that I put my hands in my pockets all the time.
Oh, well, tell them how you really feel. There it
There
is.
you go.
Oh.
So I get.
Oh, how about that? Is this rolling?
Yeah.
It's called a
How about that
signature
fucking...
move. Tell them.
How about that prediction?
Thought I gotta unload my food. Peanut butter pretzels and a pack of.
Wait, you got 2 bottles of water, 1 liter bottles.
I'm starting today. I'm gonna try to help.
Be a more responsible citizen.
It's been a while since it's been nice enough for us to sit on the deck and shoot some 22s, steel targets down there. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. And we'll see how we make out. I got the red dot on here. Shauna's got the Winchester, old Winchester. This is
Hey now.
and got a peep sight on that one. I have a red dot on this one. All right.
I don't know. Do we hear anything?
I don't think so. It moved.
Yeah, I thought I heard something the first time, but I guess only the video down there will tell. I'm having a little trouble picking the orange up.
That was a little to the right.
Okay.
There you go. That was a good clink.
So yeah, so I'm putting it right on top of the white like we sighted in, and it seems to be working as long as I continue to standing up, which would be even worse.
Oh, you got it.
Now it might be up. How many rounds you got in there? 30? There you go. Solid. Guess you found your hold.
Yep. There we go. Well, it took a few. It's actually at the bottom. You got to aim at 6 o'clock. Put the right dot right on the bottom, 6 o'clock.
Okay, so we both had to kind of put it underneath. I feel like you can tell the ones that have less powder.
Yeah,
in there
you
'cause they don't break
absolutely
the
can.
sound barrier.
Yeah.
You only hear the. Okay. That's
You're
fine.
absolutely right. You're kind of up in that
Right in the
lower
corner.
right-hand corner there.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah, so I should be.
Yeah. Chairman and Cook went down to do a little bit of fishing past Ansonia, around that area.
Alright. Screwing with that drag a lot, son. Set your drag, damn it. Alright. What do you got? Ooh, steelhead? What do you got? Nice one.
Tonight's dinner, split chickens. We bought some 4-pound chickens and split them at home. And looking really good. Everybody gets a half a chicken tonight. The seasoning, Rufus Teague, Phil from Ohio. We appreciate you sending this out. We are using the Rufus Teague tonight on the chickens, and I think we're going to use them on the strip steaks that we have for Friday night. And also, big shout out for the Knob Creek, one of Sean and I's favorites. So I'll do a little bit pouring. You can do a little rubbing.
All right.
You can start rubbing them in.
Smells good.
It sure does. That's what I think it's going to be great for the steaks and this chicken. Not supposed to be too salty. CampCook's Savage. Great rifle. Only to be outdone by the amount of rust that's on it right now.
Big old split chickens.
Okay.
Gotta bring out 2 at a time. Syrup this side down, probably make it pretty.
I wrapped too much.
Nope, looks good to me. Right through the bars.
Mm-hmm.
Professional.
All right. Samuel Adams. Not sure if everybody's tried this one yet. Not bad. I kind of like it. I think it's a good early in the evening beer. Before you get started, if you're an IPA lover, you want to have this first and then go to an IPA. If you have an IPA and then go to this, I found that these tend to be a little bit on the bitter side, just palate-wise, but they're really good, only 4.5%. And I got my Ozark Trail cooler. If you have a good, pick one of these guys up from Walmart. you gotta pick one. I mean, you're talking $7. This will keep your beer cold any time of the day. I'm not trying to sell them. I don't get anything out of it, but I just think they're really good. And I kind of marked it up a little bit with some camo tape. But Sam 76. Oh yeah, now, what a sound that is.
Got taters up top, a little butter, olive oil, red potatoes, salt, pepper. But right now, I think we're going to rotate these things. Not flip, right? But rotate.
No, just rotate.
We'll do a proper tire rotation. We'll go up to the corner there. This one down here.
Got your taters. You want to rotate them around too?
Yeah, yeah, that's a great idea. I didn't even think of that.
Okay.
That look good?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's going to be hot or not.
I think the corners.
Not too bad.
No, they styled nice handles on there. Perfect.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Oh, yeah. Chicken.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty good. Juicy. I'm taking them all.
I think we can just go ahead and shut the grill right now. All right, let's eat.
I'll take the most well done one, Thomas. Yeah, there you go. Yep. That's perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Thomas.
You're welcome. What's taters, Mike?
Yeah, I'll crush some taters, Thomas. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
See?
With a fermented beverage.
That's the
No.
one you want.
Oh my god.
It's in there somewhere. There you go.
Okay, no feeling in my hand.
Okay. All that sound you hear, definitely some rain coming. Take a look at the radar here. We have a band of thunderstorms coming through. But we're going to get up, get some breakfast going, and we'll see if the guys are going to go fishing after that. They might get a local to the lake, or if it's not too bad, we'll head down to Pine Creek. But for right now, a little bacon, sausage, eggs, toast. Raining this morning again, showers, not turkey time, so maybe tomorrow morning Sean and I will head back out and see if we can find that one down there. Hey, there's the chairman and cook gearing up. We took a ride to Ty Dalton. Pretty far down. You got to have a four-wheel drive to really get down here. They have some nice fishing here, so hopefully they'll have a little bit of luck. Cook, hopefully he doesn't get a sunburn.
On his head.
Yeah. Thank goodness I got the CPL lens on here, reducing the shine.
Oh, from his.
Yeah, from the noggin over there. Cook, flashing his gang signs.
Anything else might be shot when my ears work.
There's the chairman down there set up between a couple fly fishermen. He has some major gas this morning too, so hopefully that's not an issue with those guys down there.
That's it.
Little after lunch rainstorm. Intermittent showers today. Both of the Cherokees are a little dirty anyway. Hopefully it'll clean them up a bit.
Who's coming in? Techno-y. We kind of changed the name. Medical Man. I used to call him Medicine Man every once in a while by mistake. He loves techno music. So here he comes. Here it comes, the big Ford. The only one without a Jeep in the club.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
There was a distraction.
Good.
Fuck that up. Hi.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
Glad you're here, man.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Don't see that every day.
Thankfully.
Yep, that's for sure.
What in the hell? Let's wake up to that. What's up?
Please put your pants on.
What do you got cooking, Cook?
Corn.
Pork sticks, where'd they come from?
Breakers.
All right. How's it looking?
Looking good.
Okay. Bacon wrap. Nice. Hope he brought corn holders with him. My God. Amateur.
Corn holders?
What do they got on them? Seasoning.
I don't know, whatever they put on.
Whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. German seasoning. Of course, when the camera's rolling, you know that. You know the rules.
You weren't rolling, motherfucker.
Oh.
Burn.
It's still daylight. I'm one up on last night.
Yep, that is true.
Accurate. Rolling.
Tom, you want to try dragons and yum yums?
Oh, dragons and yum yums. That's what you got.
What do you need?
Not the one that's
Flaming lips? Huh?
no, it's the in collaboration with Flaming Lips.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. You have a band. You did a
Yeah, okay.
collaboration on beer with them.
So,
Yeah, I'll
try
try.
a little bit.
Absolutely.
I don't know what he's doing.
It's okay, we'll wait.
Jesus Christ, till tomorrow.
Pork, bacon wrapped pork tenderloin.
A little dry.
Oh yeah?
Wish we had some barbecue sauce.
Not the ribs.
Little knife action now.
Dry, huh?
There we go.
Butter on the side. Pork.
Oh my god. Wow.
What?
Nothing. Let's talk about. I need to add some butter over here.
Oh, sorry.
Hey Phil, we're gonna little after dinner.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna enjoy the Knob Creek, and again, Sean and I as bourbon aficionados appreciate you sending that to us.
Thank you, sir.
And making the cabin trip just a little bit better. There we go. I don't want to drip too much on the deck. So, again, Phil, thanks for the Knob Creek, and I'm just going to give you a shout out for good luck in hunting season this year, October, November. Some of those deer you had on the trail cam that you sent me look like they're going to be some pretty nice deer. So hopefully you'll be able to harvest one of those this year.
Let's split that brown. If you don't split it now, you don't get it. That's my rule.
Just leave me my Oreos.
Hey, what are you doing in there, Eric?
Eating chips.
Why?
I got all that pork I caught in my throat.
Oh my God.
Eric, embrace me.
I'm here to embrace you.
Wolf call.
Not the wolf. Damn wolf.
Oh shit!
Damn wolf.
Pop that Gucci! Hey, pop that Gucci now! Pop that Gucci! I love you like a fat kid loves cake.
This might be my last year.
Oh boy.
What's drier?
That fucking
Hot take. Hot take right there. I know someone that ain't gonna sell a fucking thing on the East Coast.
Extortion.
Oh my God. Yo, the only new construction in his life would have been right here. Oh, kaboom! Mic drop.
Mic drop.
Hey, to all my big boppers out there. Keep bopping.
He's back on the roids.
That's right. He might be. No, that's the growth hormone there.
Yeah.
That's the HGH.
It wouldn't slim
His
him
jaw
down.
is still tight as shit.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely on the
You
HGH.
just watch. If you see that wide vein on his
He's
head,
doing
look
this,
out.
that, he's doing that fat melt. What's that?
Baby.
No, Eric's typical dumb football player. Yo, what are you talking about? Yo, I'm trying to get my nut.
You play football too?
Makes me kind of nervous.
That's what his love is. Ooh, the feeling still. I want that. Yeah, I want that.
He's fucking gone now.
Yo, that's that.
He's on a rocket ship.
Tom, get me right now.
Come on, rocket train!
Shit.
Choo choo.
Oh my God! Jesus, I'm out.
There you go, first one.
Eric and Sean heading down to Eric's stand. He's going to put his feeder up and put some minerals out and do a little maintenance down there. Finished turkey hunting for today. We were on something, but we just really couldn't get them to consistently gobble. I got them to shock gobble a couple times on a crow call, but they never answered a hen yelp or anything. Never could tell where they were again. That's turkey hunting, that's fine. Where did the cook and the chairman head to? They're down Blackwell today fishing this morning, and they left about 8 o'clock or so.
Nice rainbow trout.
Around the campfire last night, which was really good. No generator, which is a rarity for us. a great night. So we'll get some things set up with Eric. We'll have some stand maintenance to do at Sean's today, and a mineral pit at my mineral pit. Nice weather today, high in the 60s. Come on along and see what we're doing on Friday.
So we agree that we're much higher now?
Oh yeah. And I think you're pretty.
Yeah. Can you take more slack out of that so the chain's as straight as it can be?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, I got you, Eric. I think.
Oh. Yeah, that's a lot straighter.
Yeah. Anyway, just went up 6-8 inches too.
Yeah, it's up there.
3006. We saw this before. Remember, don't just dump this. What are you doing?
What the fuck? That's one way to do it.
Maniac. There's a little string on there you pull, Eric, and it goes all the way open. Oh.
Well, that's what power tools are for.
Yeah. So remember, don't just dump this on the ground. This one has soybeans in it and sunflower seeds, so you're going to get mold if you just dump it on the ground. Use it in an elevated feeder, definitely. What we're going to do is do a mixture. Eric and I are going to basically pour at the same time.
I guess just luck with your angle that it's coming across your board.
No, I think it's the
Oh, the type of winch.
winch itself.
I think the one I got the same one you got.
I know.
Yeah, it's going up nice.
Perfect.
All right.
You've already made a big difference. Look at that.
Yeah.
You've already big difference.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I'm doing my Walking Dead bear impersonation. Now here's Eric's Spartan game cam setup. This is one of the ones that'll send you the picture to your cell phone. Get to see things all the time, all year long. See how things are going. No need to check cards. A little pricey, but certainly worth it. Swapping out this big Duracell battery for it. And this will go long time. At least 6 months. Cleaning up a spot for the mineral pit. That's where the camera, the Spartan, looks on. He's also does the Trophy Rock Lucky Buck combo.
Are we stopping back by your pit?
Well, here we are at our pit. Now, we didn't use this one last year, but we did for 5 years. So Sean's going to get in there, get some of the leaves out. We have our pit scraped out. It's fairly big, has a tendency to pull up a little bit, so I'll be keeping my Lucky Buck up here on the left-hand side, and so the Trophy Rocks, and so up over here, and then eventually it will go down to the center, of course, but we'll let it take it there naturally, and things will get deposited in there, and the deer will go ahead and get their nourishment out of it. Here we have the normal Trophy Rock that lasts for months. I also have a piece of Himalayan rock salt here. Antler King, Apple Burst, and I bought this at the end of the season sale thing. It was like $3, so I couldn't pass it up. Now it does say on here, do not offer any additional salt or salt containing in the same area as this. They're like, dude, come on. I mean, it looks like good stuff. Has a lot of great, calcium, chloride, phosphorus, magnesium, potassium, sulfur, all that kind of stuff. But don't say you can't mix the thing up. And of course, the Lucky Buck that Eric and I really like. And you can take this out of the equation. Here's your things you want to do. Again, remember May. This is the time you want to do it. You do it in September, October. Really, you're using it in front of your game camera to see what kind of mature bucks you've already have. So if you're interested in trying to grow some things, and again, a little controversy, does this stuff work, doesn't it work? $19, $15, $10. That's all it takes, and get it started. It's worth it, and again, you're making your deer healthier, and if they get a little bit of antler out of it, hey, that's a plus. Put it up this area. Let it kind of wash down into there. Same with the Himalayan. Put that up there next to the Trophy. Now this, if you do use Antler King, it says it dump it in one spot. Don't spread it out. So That's what I'm going to do. Right over here near the end. Inside each bucket is basically your proof of purchase. If you have a large property and you really don't see any change, all you need is this. You don't even need a receipt. As long as you keep this, you go to the company, you send them to them, they will refund you the $18.99, $19.99, $21.99, whatever you're paying for that. So again, if you got a big property, you see the same bucks over and over and over, use the stuff you got absolutely nothing to lose. Nothing. Just keep this. You don't see a change, send it in, get your money back. And let that slowly wash down into the bowl. There we go. So mineral pit, we are done. We took care of Sean's stand, had a digger bar, lifted the ladder up a little bit, put some 2x4s on there so his, instead of being like this, getting that feeling that you're falling out of the stand at 20 some feet up there, we have him a little bit more level now, so he's a little bit safer. Just gives you that secure feeling once you're in the stand. So those two projects are done, and I think it's almost getting on lunchtime, maybe even a little bit of Camp Go Time spring water. Straight from the head of the spring. Ate lunch today. These are Chesapeake seasoned sausages, Old Bay. If you're around the Chesapeake Bay area, and you know Old Bay seasoning or Chesapeake, I'm sure they have it everywhere else. This is something you would put on shrimp, crabs if you're going to do that. Tastes really good. Had it up there when I was up in March. Really good. I'm going to get them on. When we're out turkey hunting, I forgot to mention one thing. Right on the trail, this nice shed, 8-pointer. The squirrels, chipmunks started getting at it just a little bit, but a nice one. And I think we have the picture of the deer this came off of. And if he's made it through the season and he's still around, he should be a nice Pennsylvania deer by next year. So we are hoping. This was a nice find when you go out turkey hunting. And again, I enjoy being with Sean and the time we get to spend in the woods, just talking, walking together. And you know, this was just a little extra icing on the cake. Nice to find that antler. So let's get these. I like to call them Old Bay, just because that's what I'm used to, but let's get these on. Get them cooked up. Nice and big.
Time for a little rehydration. Straight from the Go Time Camp Spring. We just pulled it out. Actually, it was pretty clear water, but I just poured it back into this container through a paper towel just to get a little sediment out of it. About crystal clear. Just to be safe, Sterapen Ultralight, 2.5 ounce USB rechargeable guy. I dip this in there, green light starts blinking, and after 90 seconds, it'll kill any bad guys in there, basically. Most likely Giardia, if anything, around here. And all I gotta do is stir it for 90 seconds, and I'll be good.
There's the green glow. Stirring, purifying the water.
Yep, just agitate it a little bit just so that you know you're getting all sides of anything in there. Pretty easy. And then tasty spring water. A little pour. Boom.
All right, let's enjoy it. I'm working over here. Let's take a quick peek. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Let's see where all this is. Oh my gosh. That is going to be good.
Not bad.
We had the pit last night. It was real quick. We threw it together. Grabbed some more sticks or some stones today. And going to kind of make it a little bit more permanent. This has been on the to-do list for a long time, and we're finally getting to it.
Looks like it's coming together.
I think so.
Looks a little bit better than what we had, which was practically nothing. Good work for Mike and Sean getting all those rocks. Chairman and his shoveling work over there.
Yeah,
Like-
union.
Union shop here.
Union wage.
Pull. Oh, take the safety on.
Whoa!
All right.
Very unorthodox stance. 2 for 6. 3 for 7. Next shooter on the line from Ben Salem, Pennsylvania. 5'9", 240, CampCook.
Here's his music.
Big.
It's fantastic.
You ready?
You ready?
Ah,
Yeah.
ah,
Uh,
ah.
uh.
Woo! Guy's a natural! Damn! Cool. Woo!
Trees, wonderful.
Woo! I stink.
Tonight, we're having big strip steaks, or you want to call them Kansas City strips. With the Rufus Teague on there, put them in the smoker. I'm gonna go for about 250 until they reach temperature 120, and we're gonna sear them on the other grill.
Smells good. That wood.
Yeah, there are big chips in there. And some nice sear on them. And we're getting a good smoke on them. We are 120 internal. So, gonna go from one grill to the next. And we're gonna drop this.
Same seasoning as the chicken.
Yep, the Teague one looks really good on there.
Nice color. Smells great.
Turn that baby off.
Yep. Turn off the tank too, I guess. Huh?
Yeah. Let's get some flames going.
Wow.
One to sear, we got a sear.
Yeah, there. Fat boy right there.
133, he says.
Perfect. That was beautiful. That was awesome. I'll slap some foil on that. Let it rest. Make the sides.
Smoked, reverse sear.
All right, it is ready.
Proceed.
I got cornbread stuffing.
Bon appetit.
Well, jalapeno olives.
All right, we're leaving.
Hey,
Hold on. Ready?
look at that. Right into the pocket.
All right, boys. Till next
No
time.
one likes us, Billy, but we don't care.
Do it.
All right, yeah, you guys, take it easy on the highway.
Yeah, we'll text you.
Yeah, we'll talk to you.
All right.
All right.
All right, Dave. Good job.
See you guys.
See you later, guys.
Thanks for dinner too, Tom.
Sure thing.
Drive safe.
Later, boys.
Steve, Mike, back down the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Steve's son has a soccer match, semifinals for PA State tomorrow so that I can understand him getting home. And of course the chairman drove with him, so they both have to go. But we're here. It's pipe night, and we do have some. What do we got? Sagamore Spirit Rye, straight rye. It is, I think 80 proof, 83 proof. As you can see, already sampled it, but we're going to sample it again. And we got the Potagus and Seattle Pipe Club, Mount Rainier. Alright, that one's a little watered down, but that's okay. So we're going to enjoy a pipe and some rye. Probably do some streaming on TV. May try to find live PD later for those live PD fans. I know I am. I enjoy watching the show. Hey, everybody enjoy the evening, and we'll catch you in the morning. It'll be Saturday morning. So rain tomorrow, but we're going to make the best of it. Now this morning, heavy rain. We had to bring the Philly inside for the grill. More coffee. Well, here goes Blue. Served us for a little while, not long enough, but yeah, off to the dump with you. 1, 2, 3.
Nice bounce.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. I'm just running some extension cord across the ceiling over here to the other side of the cabin. I think you hear the rain on the roof. You get rain, you get a nice indoor project like this. Stay dry, get some hot dogs going or something like that. A little lunch. Got a table. A little bit farther this way. Just about be there. Almost done this project. I picked up a camping lantern from Tack Life. They sent this to me. I really wanted something for my bunk area here. Also could use this. Beautiful. You could take it backpacking. It's light enough. You could use it straight tent camping, car camping, whatever you want to call that. But this is perfect for my little bunk right here. It has 3 modes: regular lantern, flashlight, and red light, and then within those they have a couple other settings within it. Turn it on, we see low, we go to medium and high, and when I have it on high I could sit here, read magazine or anything like that, not bother the other guys. We go to off and red. Not sure if you can see it. Red light on the top. Pretty nice for getting up in the middle of the night when you have to, if you know what I mean. Also has a red flash. Base is magnetic, so if you had it on the car and for some reason you needed to, you could do the red flash. And the last mode, we have flashlight mode here. You have a low and a high on the flashlight mode. Pretty nice. This is a rechargeable battery inside, not rechargeables like AA's or anything like that. Has a little cell in there. USB connect. Gives you 3 or 4 lights across the back to tell you how much power. And it does come with a USB charging cable and a little S hook. Let's go in the Wellsboro house.
See how the lights.
I'll be right back with your drinks.
Great, thank you. Got some oyster crackers too?
Cold.
You're cold. Oh, you're cold. How's that?
Get out of here. Bones.
I think which one it is that I've got.
You had the winking, correct?
Yes.
Agave. Over
right there.
Here.
Thank you very much.
And then double D.
Double D, thank you.
And your water.
Great, thank you very much. Okay.
All right. Beer in a glass.
Yeah, here.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, man. Good trip.
Oh, thank you.
Great, thank you.
Can I get you anything else right now?
I think we're good.
We're good. Thank you.
very much.
Catch up. Good. Solid burger.
Yeah.
I tried to do it. I could. She ambushed me.
Coffee. These things work really good if you're out there camping or have a cabin like this. You can see cloudy Sunday morning. Techno is packing up, getting ready to head back down to his home. And we're going to see what's going to happen with the weather today. It doesn't really look like a great day. Heard some hens this morning off in the distance, but Sunday, Pennsylvania, no hunting. A UFO in the distance, Eric taking off. Hung the feeder up on Friday. Didn't film that, but mine's set. Finished the turkey hunts, at least on this property. Not sure what we're going to do tomorrow morning, but of course, since the feeder is up, wouldn't do that here. And we definitely have some corn spitting out on the ground. It has about 180 pounds in it. Grab a few of the clay pigeons we didn't shoot the other day.
Yep.
And use them as a little target practice.
Another one?
Another one.
No problem at this distance.
Nope. That shell came like this, though.
Over it?
Right
Oh, that's
over.
great.
Yeah.
Perfect. That was a good spray.
There we go.
Went down quick.
You
Didn't
just
really
did
blow
a
up like the other one.
you just did a little spin.
Went down quick.
There. That was a spinner.
That was a good one.
You got the washcloth? For now, we just decided to cut the back of this out and use this as the whole exhaust vent. Now we're going to get a lot more noise because of it, but that generator was giving out a lot more heat than I thought it would. They didn't want to do any kind of vent. I don't think our fan is strong enough to pull all the heat out, even though it's fairly good size. It's not an attic vent. So we're just going to leave the whole back. The guys were happy with the sound already, and we really didn't even finish it. We're only about I'd say halfway point. We still have to do the front door. We still have to do something permanent roof. And then on the inside, we can do some baffling. We can put some pieces on the inside, so we sort of have that double wall, so the sound has a harder time going through. So we're getting somewhere. We're happy with it. The guys liked it. We're just going to finish up a few more trim pieces between dodging raindrops today.
I think that's about as far as we're going to take it on this trip. Like White Rick was saying, 50% maybe done. So eventually you'll get a roof with hinges and some sort of door and a ramp. At least that's what we're thinking. I'm sure it'll morph as we go, but that's the gist of it. But for now, it'll get the job done. We only got to use it one more night.
Mother's Day buffet.
Hey now.
All right. How come you guys didn't come with your wives or mom?
Weirdos.
Yeah. What the hell are you guys doing here? Look at the creeps over in the booth.
Thank you.
All right, thank you
Your
very
beers
much.
are on their way.
Okay,
Right back.
great. Thank you.
You're welcome. How are your drinks took so long, guys? Dale's and
yes.
Strokes?
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else I can grab for you?
Not right. Pretty good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ending the trip as we started, just Sean and I sitting here. It's about 58 inside, about 51 outside. Just gonna have a small fire to keep the chill off. Went out to the Old Antler Inn for dinner. We ended up having a buffet, pretty good. A little prime rib, a little pork, a little shrimp, a little mac and cheese, a little chicken, salad, chocolate mousse for dessert. So ended up being pretty good. If you are up this way and you're looking for a spot, a little bit of that country hunting type atmosphere in there. They have many mounts on the walls of different things, whitetails, coyotes, turkeys, bears, buffaloes, everything you'd want to see in there, if you're into that, of course. So we enjoyed the dinner there. Back here, gonna put a little movie on, maybe a Clint Eastwood movie. Successful turkey hunts this year. I just kind of wanted to share them with everybody as I kind of do my fire pit chat out there with the deer. Kind of wanted just a real short list of some people and some turkeys that personally sent me, and you know, again, I appreciate them interacting with me and getting to see the pictures of their turkeys. And it was a little bit more personal than just seeing something on Twitter and hitting the like button. The first one we're going to take a look is he goes by the handle of Cumberland Valley Outdoors. This was the first turkey he ever harvested, PA's opening day this year in York County State Game Lands. 3 turkeys were roosted a few hundred yards downhill. They put out a couple hen decoys, proceeded to do a few tree yelps. They started gobbling and kept it up until they flew down. Got quiet for a little while, they got concerned, but out of the blue they started gobbling again. They were getting closer. A few light clucks. They came in from 100 yards like they were on a string. It was 3 large jakes, and Cumberland Valley picked out the largest one of the jakes and dropped them. And it was a good bird. He had a 5-inch beard, 1/2-inch spurs, and weighed 15 pounds. It was a great day in the woods with his dad. So he really enjoyed a day out there with his dad, spending some time, just like Syntax and I get to spend that time, father and son together, and talk about many things. This is from SX Prepper, which I did show you one of his deers in the fire pit chat, but this was his wife's. And his wife took her first turkey, this fine turkey in Grayson County, Kentucky. She wanted to go out and do a hunt to honor her dad, who was a longtime turkey hunter. She got this great bird, and way to go. Great way to honor your dad by the turkey hunt. Whether you go out again or you don't go out again, really nice way to think of your dad and think of the things that he enjoyed. The last one, this is from one of the club members down in Delmar. He goes by Law Dog. He got his first mature gobbler at our club in Sussex County, Delaware. This 21.5 pounder with amazing 11.5-inch beard and 1-inch spurs. Certainly a beauty, again being his first mature. He got a couple jakes in the past. I went out with him hunting this year and he said, I'm not taking a jake, it's going to be a gobbler or nothing for me. He called it in and great job on it. One thing about these 3 turkeys, they're all getting full mounts, every one of them. So that's, again, a great way to think of that. First, you got somebody that got their first turkey, then with sharing the day with his dad, SX Preffer's wife, and she gets to honor her dad with her first turkey, and then, of course, Law Dog with his first mature turkey, and what amount that's going to be. I know he said he was going to get the full strut on the ground type. Beautiful turkeys that we got to see. So I guess we'll just kick it here for a little bit with this nice fire.
Yeah.
Doing pretty good in there. I think it's roaring in there.
It's cranking.
We're just going to sit here for a bit. We'll talk some more. We'll watch TV. We'll laugh at some of the antics of Clint Eastwood in the 70s movies that they probably don't do these days, but we just get a chuckle out of. Well, this wraps up another spring trip. Our weather is sort of getting into last year's When it rains, we eat. Mist, drizzle. Last couple days, continuing Monday, continuing the rest of this week. So we did have some great weather the start of the trip, and mostly all the way through. It held out for us. We got a lot of things done. All the things we said in the beginning we wanted to wrap up, we wrapped up. Great time with everybody. Good seeing everybody. Most likely the next time I'll see them. Who knows? Maybe an October trip, but more like you'll be seeing us going buying firewood in the deer camp video. So standing next to our new and improved fire pit is White Rook 85 for Syntex 77, the Chairman, CampCook, Tech OE. We'll catch you next time.